My name is Peace Service Ambassador Kambula Milton, the Peace Chapter President of Global Peace Foundation in Uganda. And of course, on behalf of our organization and on behalf of the Africa Leadership Mission, our former African heads of state and the governments, and on my own behalf as Kambula Milton, I congratulate His Excellency Ruto for winning this tight presidential election of Kenya. Of course, it must be an honor to also thank the people of the Republic of Kenya for having exercised their constitutional right, to vote the leader they want. It has been a very tight race, but of course, at the end of the day, democracy is democracy. Kenya has actually educated African countries on the trajectory of democracy, but also protection of human rights during and after elections. It is, of course, my pleasure also to tell Africa that Kenyans are not just voting, but they have secured the future of their country. Securing the future of the country means you must be strategic in terms of how you vote your leader. I congratulate the Electoral Commission of Kenya for having really organized such an election which has not really left many people dead as it is in many African countries. Of course, we are aware of the claim and the allegations from Raila's team that there are some hinges that he says that there was electoral malpractices, and we believe and we pray that he will use constitutional means to seek justice. Of course, everyone knows that Right Honorable Raila Odinga used the court of law to challenge several electoral processes and activities of Kenya, and everyone believes that justice was given to him after the 2007 election, and which ended in making and enjoying the privilege of Prime Minister after Mwai Kibaki, His Excellency, appreciating that Kenyans are more important than the presidential candidates, and they formed a joint government. Where Prime Minister became Raila Odinga and His Excellency Mwai Kibaki remained as president. Of course, Raila Odinga is an elderly leader, is a good leader, is morally upright, and we believe he will use all possible means not to divide Kenyans immediately after these elections. And I know he's a peaceful man, and he wouldn't want the repeat of the post-election violence in Kenya. Lastly, very important, is that Kenya is a strategic country to Africa. Of course, Uganda, Rwanda, Tanzania, Burundi, South Sudan, even Ethiopia, Somalia, all of us have been praying for peaceful election in Kenya. And we believe that His Excellency Ruto will harmonize and dialogue with all other presidential candidates. Indeed, he has not just won this election alone. All presidential candidates have won by standing in solidarity with their visions and members who voted them. Indeed, he has a role to reconcile and to dialogue and to unite all candidates so that they can build a nation that is going to be tested on its trajectory on democracy and human rights. Of course, Global Peace Foundation is calling upon for peace in Kenya. And indeed, as Uganda, we depend on Kenya for our imports. It's a root of all our imports. And so I know Ugandans, when they see a peaceful election in Kenya, they feel good because they know, yes, tomorrow is indeed, tomorrow will be another brighter day. So, congratulations, Your Excellency Ruto. It has been very, very tight. I know it has been very challenging after several hinges there and there, but we believe in your leadership. We believe you trust in God, and we know you will unite all Kenyans to stand as one family under God, and you will transform Kenya from a country that has been really challenged by an economic hiccups, of course, by declining economy, youth unemployment, education challenges, environmental, but very important, climate change. You have been talking about the things in your manifesto, and God has given you an opportunity to really play your part while you are still alive as a head of state. Do your best to make sure you add some value on Kenya so that Kenya becomes a global player in business, in trade, and also a peace hub for the rest of Africa to learn from. May God bless all of you Kenyans. Be united regardless of which political party you have been in. It is time to unite and build a united Kenya Republic that will stand the test of time.